Master teaches that those who push you into hardship are often the ones you know, and those who mock you are rarely strangers. The ones who don't want to see you succeed are often the closest to you. The cruelest part of human nature is envy when you have, laughter when you lack, disdain when you're poor, and fear when you're rich. Because they are not good, they don't wish for your goodness either. Master says that youth should not be trapped in the matters of love or lovelessness. You should live a life filled with passion and gentleness, doing what you believe is important, and walking the path of kindness. Don't mind the bitter tongues, don't be bothered by the opinions of others. Those who understand you need no explanation, and for those who don't, explanations are useless. What matters most is living as your true self. I've learned to heal myself, no longer overwhelmed by joy or sadness. I accept the world's injustices but still carry kindness in my heart, tempered with a bit of sharpness. I remind myself to love life, to love myself, to cherish the unexpected encounters, and to take lightly the departures without farewells. Live simply, live kindly, and make each day meaningful. Not for anyone else, but for myself. Thank you for your coldness, for it has cut off all my escape routes. Your indifference extinguished my desire to share. Now, I no longer have anything special that I desire, nothing left to expect, and no one to rely on. The people and things that drain me, even looking at them one more time, is my own mistake. Master teaches that life is short, so you must live it comfortably with those who make you feel at ease. Don't force yourself to meet anyone, don't rush to possess anyone, and don't try to hold on to anyone. When you're tired, step away. Pleasing yourself is better than pleasing others. Loving yourself is the most reliable thing. Master says, we often think our parents will always be by our side, but they are the ones we owe the most. Their world is small, filled only with us, while our world is vast, and we often forget them. When they are alive, we have a home to return to. When they are gone, life becomes just a journey toward the end. The feeling of security and love comes from the smallest things. When he receives 2 messages, he'll answer yours first without hesitation. Every decision he makes prioritizes your feelings. You don't have to check, but he always informs you. You're not concerned about his friendships with the opposite sex, but he naturally keeps his distance. Love is a bond, not a constraint. Beautiful love isn't about controlling each other but about willingly holding back for the one you love. The sweetest love is the one that comes naturally. When you stop caring about everything, that's when your life truly begins. When nothing can be done, let things flow naturally. When your heart is indifferent, that's the true peace in life. In the eyes of others, you seem gentle, but in reality, you've learned to control your emotions. Partly to respect others, and partly to protect yourself. The best life is the one that suits you. Don't envy, don't force, don't compare. Smile under the sun, and run in the rain. Master says that those who are easily betrayed are often the kind-hearted and soft-hearted ones. They are easily deceived and easily comforted. Once their wounds heal, they forget the pain. Often, it's not that you're not good enough, but that you met the wrong person. Master says that life is a journey where you can't hold on to everything. Learn to make peace with yourself. I love to laugh, am easily moved, and am easily satisfied. The things I like, I can give up if needed. Whoever treats me well, I will always remember. Sometimes I forget quickly, but once the wound heals, I forget the pain too. Every adult goes through a phase of delayed rebellion because they've suppressed their emotions for so long, sacrificing themselves to please others. Growing up may be real, but the resentment is real too. When everyone is used to your maturity, even a small slip is seen as irrational. Many people like you for your looks or intelligence, but these likes are full of judgment. However, some like you because they see your tears, accept your imperfections. This kind of affection comes from true understanding. Between people, if the souls don't resonate, all conversations are just surface-level exchanges, devoid of empathy, filled with calculation. Master says that relationships between people can be hoped for, but not overly concerned about. When you meet many people, you'll know who is worth cherishing and who is just a passing acquaintance. Meetings are experiences, and then everyone will go their separate ways. Master teaches that stepping too close doesn't mean it's good. The perfect relationship requires the right distance. When you walk too close, disaster follows. Don't chase after what's unattainable, let go when it's time. You've always been mindful of others' feelings, but no one truly cares about yours. You endure this, bear that, and in the end, you are the one blamed. If your sincerity is only met with calculation, learn to stop at the right time. From now on, if messages go unanswered, I won't send more. If relationships are no longer desired, I won't try to maintain them. If my sincerity becomes unnecessary, I will learn to let go. Master says, don't hesitate to reject others. Those who easily make things difficult for you aren't good people. If you give in too much, they will hurt you even more. If you endure too long, they will take advantage of you. Those who make you uncomfortable are often the ones you've pampered too much. Master teaches that those who are loved are often the independent ones. They don't seek attention when with others and don't pity themselves when alone. They remain calm in every situation and never meddle in others' affairs. This is the best kind of self-cultivation. When a bowl of water can't be balanced, people often sacrifice the kindest person for peace. But when that kind person no longer wants to sacrifice, they are labeled as the one disturbing the harmony. Human selfishness demands generosity from others while keeping greed for themselves. If you set high expectations for yourself, you'll become more independent. If you lower your expectations of others, you'll reduce disappointment. Master says it's better to spend time perfecting yourself than wasting time expecting others to become perfect. A great tree doesn't compete with weeds. A gentleman carries a sword but doesn't swing it at flies. When faced with unworthy people, retreat in time. When dealing with difficult situations, know when to pull back. Some girls used to get upset over trivial things, but later on, nothing seems to matter anymore. Anger and disappointment are different emotions. When angry, people argue and make noise, but when disappointed, everything becomes irrelevant, and there's no reason to hold on. You might think they're compromising, but in reality, they're saying goodbye. When someone no longer feels anything, that's the beginning of the end. Is there any chance to salvage the situation? Disappointment is like saving coins one by one until you have enough to buy a ticket to leave. What's more painful than ending a relationship is prolonging it in exhaustion. The other person isn't waiting for you to stop loving them, they're waiting for themselves to stop loving you. When the love runs dry, there will be no more expectations. Master says, when someone allows you to hurt them, it's not because they have no feelings, but because they care enough about you to endure. If they don't care, you wouldn't even have the chance to hurt them. But once they've passed through this storm, you will mean nothing to them. You've set them as a priority, always waiting for their messages and responding instantly. Meanwhile, they're sleeping soundly, talking happily with others, and only give you a brief excuse, "I'm busy." Do you really think those 2 words are worth it? I'm someone who dreads owing others favors. I remember every kindness shown to me and work hard to repay it. But slowly, Gratitude turns into a burden, and all the kindness I think I need to repay becomes a debt in my heart. Eventually, I realized that no act of kindness can be fully repaid. When people love each other, they're destined to owe each other for life. Have you ever wondered why fate brings two people together, knowing there won't be a future? Buddha once said, "Anyone you meet in this life is someone you were meant to meet." Every encounter has a reason and a purpose. That person is there to teach you something. How do you know this meeting isn't to make up for the regrets of a past life? Perhaps you prayed earnestly in your past life for this encounter, so whether you meet or part ways, it's all a blessing. Master says that those with soft, kind hearts often suffer the most. They silently endure the harm from others, not tough enough to fight back. Even when they're falling apart, they still consider others' feelings. They've become accustomed to forgiving and tolerating those who don't treat them well, only to end up fighting their own inner battles, unable to live as they wish, and unable to love others wholeheartedly.